Motivation on top of the world now. They tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, go. Them fraudulent.
Tonight, from Lamp.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on...
Back to throw now on first down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 catches, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And Week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw again.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The throw over the middle taken in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Now a first carry here for their running back.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. They need 2. Here's third down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Back to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On play action, they'll throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Yep.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 3. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red shirt. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Micah Parsons
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This to Laporta, right side.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Oh, able to avoid him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After one, it's 9-0. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sam Laporta,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now.
So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Here's a give up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On on fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Right back to him on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
2nd and 9.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all observed their lessons.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Micah Parsons
able to record his 5th sack of the season. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the...
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jamison Williams.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 5. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jamison Williams. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Touchdown! Luke Schoonmaker from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he's He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A short throw to Musgrave, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Gay's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. For the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.